Hey everyone, this is Eric back with Auto Replay. In this short episode, we'll be replacing the ignition switch on this Dodge Nitro. Should be similar to a Jeep Liberty or any other Dodge product around the same year. So I'm going to show you, I got this part from Dorman, and I'll show you what we need to do to go ahead and get it done. Yeah, I'm over here at the shop per se that I got, and I got my little helper with me. But this is the part number here. It's a 924727 ignition switch, so that should be the one that we need. I'm going to go ahead and cut this vehicle off and show you this lower dash panel right here. This actually pulls down, so there's like a clip here and a clip there on this side. So if you just gently pull this down, it comes out like that, you know. So there's one there and one there, but you just have to pull it down because it's on the hinge right here. So I'll show you where the ignition switch is. It's right here, and there's a plug. You could actually unplug this. I mean, and there's the plug for that. You just kind of press on this tab and it slides out. From what I've seen online, they said that it's best to take your key and put it, you know, put your key in the ignition and put it to the run position. I think it helps get everything lined up. But ignition switch right here, you know, sitting like in there, right? It's sitting right here, inside of here. This inside part has to line up with the actual ignition actuator. So special tool, you got to have a T20, okay? Screwdriver like this long, because there's screws in here. There's one there, there's one here, there's one here, and there may be some more. So we're gonna slide this out the way, this little gasket. You know, I just kind of move that out the way. And I got my helper here. Say, hey baby. Yeah, she's gonna help me out. This should be pretty quick. But we're gonna take those 3 screws loose, and we're gonna remove this plastic trim. So let's go ahead and get that done. You know, and you just, you know, go counterclockwise with it. And you gotta have a long screwdriver to get these front two. So let me work on getting that. There's one here, like I said. There's one in here, and there's one in there. So let me work on that real quick. So here are all 3 screws. These longer screws are the ones that are towards this front area here. And when I got them loose, I kind of had to just kind of bump this a little bit to get them to come out. So that's a little trick there. All right, so looks like the steering wheel lock, you unlock this, then you can pull this part down. And then we're gonna do the same on this side. Okay. Get this out of here. Maybe we need to do the top first. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing this as I go. Let's see. Let me figure this part out here. All right, so this lower section does just snap in. Get this out of the way real quick. So there's basically just clips on the side. 1 here, 2, and 3, 4. You just snap it and then get that out the way. So here's the ignition switch, as I was saying, and basically looks like it's just a screw right here holding it in. I guess it just has 1 screw. So let's look at lowering this down as much as possible, you know, and we're gonna lock it in and see about getting a torque screw to get this screw out here. All right, the bit that you need is a T10 right there to actually fit on this screw right here. I believe that's it. This seems like it fits pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is just take a pair of like they make right angle ones, but just like a little pliers or something and just release this, and I could turn it by hand. All right, so basically I broke it loose where I could turn it by hand, and I'll make sure I don't lose this screw. It's very important to have this. So let me grab it when, you know, it's that screw right there, because it's about to come loose. All right, so we removed this screw here. So now we should be able to slide this out, I'm thinking. And let me take a look at the new one. All right, so it looks like there's two little tabs, one here and one on this side. Move my thumb. There's one on either side here and there. So I probably need to release it. So let me grab a flathead. Looks like the tab is right there and one on the other side here to release it. Okay, I just had to wiggle it out. It just slides in. It's not a tab. So let me work this out, and then we're gonna put the new one in. The ignition actuator is actually in here. I may look at replacing that too, because sometimes when I go start the car, it was like, it kept trying to start and engaging the starter. So I figure I'd start with a switch because it's the easiest thing here first. And then we'll work on the actual actuator that's here, and then the actual cylinder that's on the other side. All right, so I got the new one, and basically just going to reverse the installation, slide this new one back in place, and it should go as long as everything's lined up. So let me make sure everything's lined up, and then we'll go from there. It should just push. So let me show y'all what worked good. I found a little 1/4 inch open end wrench, and basically I had this bit and just kind of worked it in there. They do make a little ratchet, you know, for these. So, I mean, you can't have it. I just don't know where mine is. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just check to make sure that everything kind of feels right before I put everything back together. Yeah, it seems like it's going together good. So, you know, turn it, because mine was getting, we'll see how that works. But we'll go ahead and let's plug it in here, and let's try it. Make sure we're all doing good, you know. Is that on there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it'd be good for everybody to make sure that cuts back on before we get everything back together. Sounds good. I could definitely tell it's tighter, that's for sure. I can tell like something's up with it. So let me finish all the trim, you know, and like all this trim just snaps back in place. Put the screws back together. All right, everybody, so that's how easy it is to actually replace your ignition switch in your Dodge product. It could be Dodge Nitro, Jeep Liberty. If you got those tools, you need a T20 long screwdriver. You got to have one long to get in there, in a T10 with a short stubby ratchet or like a wrench, 1/4 inch wrench. Then you just unplug it, replace it. It's pretty simple, you know what I mean? We'll get into the ignition actuator and the actual cylinder of the ignition switch too later on in another video. Thanks for watching.